Best ways to make money in Hypixel Skyblock. The infinite money making methods, 20 mil per flip. How mining coal makes 50 million coins per hour. I mean, that's kind of cracked. So today we reincarnate Inspector Gadget himself to see which money making methods work and which ones don't. Now for anyone struggling to actually make coins in Hypixel Skyblock, I recommend you check out this video that I made 6 days ago. This business venture is insane, and it was. In that video, we simply bought lemons from the builder, as you should, and then sold them to unsuspecting members of society that didn't know they wanted lemons, or lemonade in that case. Works every time. But in all seriousness, we've done a few videos like this in the past, and they're actually quite interesting, considering some money-making methods are complete and utter drab, and some of them are good, some of them were good and don't work anymore, so it's just interesting to see putting things to the test and seeing what actually works and what doesn't. Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to take a look at this video here 6 days ago from Power Owner. Okay, best ways to make money in Hypixel Skyblock. Within this video, there's quite a few different methods, but there's one that caught my eye that I thought was quite interesting.
This video is quite surrounded by the farming theme. Let's actually show you the next method, which is crafting some of the books. Let's quickly try to find out if we can craft Turbo Cacti 5 into a big profit. So we would require 16 books, which would cost us 8.2 million coins. Alright, so these orders are slowly fulfilling. We may have to update the prices on them, but for instance, the pumpkin is fully done. We spent 3.3 million on these Turbo Pumpkin books, and we're gonna combine them, and we're gonna go ahead and make it into Turbo 5. There we go, and let's see how much we can sell it for, and it's gonna be a little bit more than 1 million profit, which is really nice.
So, I guess we're still taking advantage of the relatively high price of basically anything related to farming. And the gist is, obviously, we buy 16 Turbo something books and craft it into a Turbo something 5. So, for instance, if we put an order up for 16 Turbo Pumpkin 1 books, that's going to cost us around about 2.56 million. And we can put a sell offer up for around about 3.7 mil. So in theory, it's like, what, 1.15 mil profit. Obviously, you account for taxes, it's going to be about 1.1, maybe 1 mil. So we're going to give it a go. Now, of course, farming items aren't in as much demand as they were maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. So I don't know how long these orders are going to take to fill. But yeah, so we're going to spend around about 2.55 mil. Fingers crossed it doesn't take too long. Now, I can only imagine the volumes are quite low, but if we were to do it with Turbo Cacti, okay, we're going to spend around about 4.45 mil, and we could insta-sell it for 6.6, or put an offer up for 8 mil, so it's probably worth trying this too. As for Turbo Wheat, it's probably a bit more of a lower budget flip, but these are 80k each if you put an order up. If you buy 16, it's going to cost you about 1.28 mil, and then you can put an order up to sell them for around about 2 mil, so it's about 700k profit. We'll try that as well, because I just want to see if any of them will actually fill in any time relatively soon. Now, it turns out there's actually a really good margin on Turbo Cocoa Beans as well. So, if we put an order up for 16 of these, 252k each, it's going to cost us just over 4 mil. We can then put an offer up for 5.6. Now, we haven't got too many that have sold so far, but in fairness, they've only been up for 2 or 3 minutes. So, we're going to leave them for 10 minutes or so and come back and see what happens. Also, I just want to say the initial video has almost got 20k views, so I would assume that to some extent that this method has probably been tarnished by that video. And of course, I guess as time progresses, people will slowly stop playing the garden update and probably already have. Which in turn will make this method worse because there'll be less supply of the books and in turn less demand. But I am hoping for the best, we'll see what happens. Anyway, while we wait, you might as well subscribe to the channel. Become part of the 23%, there's really no reason not to. And look how close we are to 40k, do what's right. Okay, so it's actually been a little bit longer. I didn't realise how long I'd been gone for. We actually waited more than 20 minutes. But our Turbo Wheat filled, so we can definitely go ahead and craft that into a Turbo Wheat 5. I think this was the least profitable one at about 800k, but it's still profit. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be some decent-ish profit, but it has taken an awfully long time to sell. Obviously, this is not something you should actively be doing. This is basically a passive method. It'd be best if you just put a massive order up to maybe create, like, I don't know, 10 of these books, and then just left it overnight. But yeah, it'll be some decent profit. As for everything else, Turbo Cacti seems to not want to fill, so we'll just cancel that. Same really for Turbo Pumpkin. We probably need to change the price. So that's fine. And we almost have enough Turbo Cocoa, so maybe we just put an order up for 5. We can still profit from the rest of them just by putting a sell-offer up, to be fair. Anyway, these finally filled, so we can craft these into Turbo Cocoa 5, and we should be getting, I think, around about 1.5 mil profit or so. And yes, if we put a sell offer up, it should be about 1.5 mil profit, which isn't too bad. Once again, this works. It just needs to be way more passive than I'm doing it. I'm not really testing it out in the best way. Anyway, moving on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are about to join me on a journey. This journey, well, it's going to be amazing. Let's see if Daz's infinite money-making methods will make 20 million per flip. And not just 20 million coins, $20 million, okay? So if I'm not a billionaire in a few weeks after this, then obviously the video's not telling the truth. And I mean a billionaire in real life. But before we do, I just want to read the second line of the description. Today on Hypixel Skyblock, we take a look at the best money-making methods that you can do, that are infinite money-making methods and unkillable and unbeatable. It makes it sound like the money-making methods are a dictator. Also, if it looks blurry, it's not me. The video is 720p.
Here and create a buy order for fun. Let's just do a buy order for 1,000. You guys might not be able to order that. The amount you order does not really matter. Either way, this item is profitable, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how right here. So we already have 200 items to fill right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and claim that. And so you're gonna notice that I went ahead and claimed 259,000 coins worth of enchanted mithril right here, okay? And what we're gonna do, and you're gonna notice that we bought each mithril, like each one of these enchanted mithrils, it says right here we bought for 1,253 coins a piece. Now if we head over to one of these NPCs, like right next to the bazaar, we'll go to the adventure, and if I sell this, you're gonna notice I'm able to sell this enchanted mithril for 1,280 coins, and we're currently buying it for 1,253.
He then goes on to explain that you need to do it in bulk to make profit, which is fair enough, okay? 27 coins per if we get it at the same price as him. I don't... You know what? We'll just try it. Okay, it still works. I mean, now we actually get 28 coins. Well, not quite, but almost 28 coins profit. Let's go. So we're going to put an order up for 1,000 enchanted mithril. Okay, we're going to make... So what's that? So we're going to make 27.5 coins per unit. Which means, if this fills, we're going to make 27.5k profit. Okay, now we wait. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes, and it looks like we've probably been undercut at this point. So we've got 418 items to collect, which we will. So in 2 minutes, that leaves us with a profit of 11,495 coins. Can't wait to really bring in the bread here. Yeah, I feel powerful, you know. Knowing about this method, it's amazing. But okay, if we make 11,495 coins profit in 2 minutes, if we simply times that by 30, that makes us 344k per hour. Considering this video claims to make 20 million coins per flip, yeah, just a little bit off. Ever so slightly, you know, very close. 344k and 20 million. Very, very close considering the 20 million was supposed to be in one flip, and the 344k is the actual rate in the hour, you know. It's very fine margins. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? You want to put, I mean, I understand, okay? If you put a big number in the title of a video, you get views. Sometimes I exaggerate numbers. Everybody exaggerates numbers at some point. It's facts. Having said that, that isn't exaggerating. That's just lying. There's a difference. Wait a second. Okay, so in every video, Daz advertises that he does a 5 million coin giveaway, okay? So this guy put, I won the giveaway and I didn't get contacted. I hope to get contacted soon, which is fair enough. Hunter thinks it's a scam. Although, once again, the person who won the giveaway got kicked from the server. So... oh my god. In fairness, okay, let me give you another chance. There may be more flips in this video that may completely and utterly redeem that first flip.
That doesn't matter. But the thing you guys don't understand is if you guys do this flip in scale with volume and quantity, this all of a sudden becomes a very, very sustainable and OP money-making method.
Sorry, but he's just spewing utter verbal diarrhea. Right, I want to see what the maximum amount of enchanted mithril you can buy at once is. I just want to see. Okay, 71,680. And if we times that by 27.5 coins, we get 1.9 million coins. Well, almost 2 million. We'll call it 2 million coins. Okay, from experience and what we've just tested, it takes 2 minutes for 410 to fill. So if we times the 410 by 30, that means that we are basically gonna fill 12,300 an hour on average if we keep on top of the orders every 2 minutes. And I know I've basically already done this math, but it's just rubbish, man. It just is. Like, it's gonna take you 5 hours of constantly adjusting the prices. Obviously, that probably depends on the time of day and so on, but really, it's gonna take you at least 5 hours to even fill 60,000, which is about 1.7 mil profit. Like, I thought this was 20 mil per flip. Okay, I'm not going to play any more of this video because it kind of annoys me, and I can imagine it probably annoys you to watch as well. But he's saying, I mean, I am so sure I've done this method from him about 3 times in a video similar to this in the past. Like, I could put money on it. Regardless of that, he's saying that basically you can insta-buy snow from the Bazaar and select an NPC, which I think is kind of true. Yeah, it's 8 coins profit. So, yeah. In theory, I mean, you're going to make some profit, but 8 coins per unit, I mean, you can insta-buy. If you are a robot and want to sit here, I want to see how much it makes per hour. So it's time to do some testing. Now, I've cleared my inventory, we've got 2 million coins exactly in my purse, and I'm going to buy a full inventory of enchanted snow instantly, as so. That was 1 stack, so we'll just try that again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we started with 2 million coins, and we're going to sell every single thing back, and we're going to see per inventory how much we can make. 18k. Bazaar has changed my life. I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to time it, and then we can see how much we will make per hour. Okay, so it takes us 22 seconds, and per 22 seconds, we can make 18,000 coins. But for the sake of ease, we'll call it 18k per 20 seconds. That means that we can make 3 times 18k per minute. So 54k per minute, and we'll times that by 60. And it's 3.24 million coins. Which is actually surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. Although the price has just gone up 2 coins, which basically cuts our profit margin by 25%. But if you can make 8 coins per unit, and you have the willpower and strength to simply buy from the Bazaar and sell straight to the NPC for an hour straight with no breaks at all, then you can make about 3.2 million coins per hour. I mean, I'm surprised it actually works that well. I assume sometimes it's not even profitable to insta-buy. Honestly, my head is hurting from watching about 3 minutes of Bazaar and then going from there and testing it out. So I think we're going to call it a day for today's video. Hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.